Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Guru. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. With this beautiful prayer to the mother and the hymn to this ultimate, the Purnam, from which the Purnam, when it is taken away, imagine a glass of water. I take away some water from here. This glass will be half full. But what the Vedantic Slok is saying, you are Purnam. And from that Purnam, if you take away the Purnam, Purnam alone remains. This is the rich heritage of our country, India. That infinite potential is every human being, human awareness, human consciousness. But we have got mesmerized by putting a name and a form and a function to this body. Given myself a body, a name, a gender, my role in the family, in the office, and chasing for success out there. We're out there. Why? Because have you ever thought of it? 5 senses are going out. 5 senses don't go in. And they go out and grab the objects and bring it and give it to the brain. Brain gives it to the mind. And mind receives those objects. And we get into this beautiful metaphor of objectifying the world. And now you and I want success, and we do not want suffering, whether from relationship or money or health or lack of things in our world. We want abundance, we want affluence, we want infinite success. But we never think about completeness, fulfillment. That fulfillment, completeness is Purnamada, Purnamidam. And from Purnat, Purna takes it away, meaning you. So let's take a little meaning out of this. Why is this? We all want to be successful. We want to get 100% performance and everywhere, whether playing a game, winning the award, or winning the match, or performing brilliant in academic or professional world, and be very successful, relationship, finance, health, everywhere. Why isn't it happening? Because of these senses with the mind and the brain, we objectify everything. Everything is an object to us. An object is away from us. We do not realize it. We look at everything. Thing is an object. But you have a body. We have a body. We have a name. We have a form, function, and all are object. So what is? Let's refresh our memory. What is an object? Object is something which you experience. Anything that you experience. I experience that glass, it is an object. I experience this mobile, this computer, this light also. I experience it, no? Without the definition, very clear. Object is anything that is experienced is an object. And what is it? It is separate from you. It is not you. You say, how can it be? Think. I say, this is my mobile. Say, okay. I say, can I say this is me? No. I say, this is my hand. Can I say this is me? I say, this is my body. How come I say this is me? This is me. Where is Robbin Ghosh? Here. That is the metaphor, is a mistake. You are the subject. You're not the object. You're subject experiencing the objects. So what is the confusion with the objectifying of the world? See, objects are limited. Subject is infinite. This objectifying to this understanding the subject is the journey. And the moment you realize that you're not an object, you are the subject, you're infinite. So, understanding this limits your success. Your success in life is nothing else but get connected to who you really are. And aham brahmasmi, tat tvam asi, the Mahavakyas. I am Atman Brahman. I am the Brahman. Prajnana Brahman. The consciousness itself is Brahman. That consciousness is you. Yes, you're using your senses, your brain, your mind, with which you experience the world. What is experience? Object plus consciousness. What is an object? Anything what you experience. Just repeating. Get it very clear to understand. I'll tell you a little story to understand the deeper meaning of it, and don't ever forget it for your life. Keep remembering this. Very famous Vedanta story. David Hume, a very famous Scottish philosopher, he says, what is this self? What is this soul? What is this Atman you talk about? I have dived deep within. He was a philosopher. A deep meditation. I have found my thoughts, my anger, my jealousy, my desires, my cravings. I found my dreams. I found the things that I hear, I touch, I smell, I taste, all inside. I never found any self. What is the mistake David Hume did? Vidyaranya Swami, about 700 years ago, if David Hume and Vidyaranya were contemporaries and they were sitting face to face, Vidyaranya will say, Mr. David Hume, you're making a mistake. So David Hume will say, what mistake? He said, you're trying to find yourself as an object within you, as something which is defined, definite. You can never objectify the subject. So what's so great about this object and the subject? That subject is actually you. That you, a tremendous power. But we got limited by thinking, I'm this body, I'm an object. Why? Because my experience of the whole world is nothing else but objectifying the world. So I can't even perceive this subject. The moment you do that, how do you do that? Something happens. As you keep practicing in this Vedantic world, your intuitive power, the intuition, inner guidance, suddenly does a flip in the mind. And the mind, suddenly you go blank and you suddenly realize, I'm not this world, I'm not this mind. And this world outside is not real. That I is the one which is real. What is Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya? Pralaya is when everything is in that consciousness form, in a seed form. Srishti is bringing into reality to objectify them. Now, understand and apply it in our real life. All you have to do is just become aware, become conscious of what? I'm not this body. Something else. You can say, I'm not understanding it. But it is not faith. It is not a concept. It is like you look into the mirror and you see yourself, you see your eye. Do you say that I know my eye exists because I can see it? No. How do you know that you got eyes? Because you see with your eye, you experience the world. So inference is when I can see, I'm not blind. I can see, I have eyes. You can't see your eye. Have you realized that? You can't see it. But you can see the world with that eye. You can hear the world with the ear. Similarly, this, can you say, because I know that my eyes, my senses, my brain, my mind will not work unless I am conscious, not unconscious, not in coma. Coma is tiny bit of consciousness. And dead is zero consciousness. Body is still there. Body is still not cremated or buried or burned. It's still there. But you are not there. And yet in the living form, this is the ignorance which we are doing. So remember a story. 10 people crossing the river. We talked about it. Understand it with clarity now. They're ignorant. They think we are a body. And we think object is all out there. They cross the river. Fast flowing river, neck deep. They take their clothes on their head, go to the other side. They wipe themselves, wear the clothes, and as they start the journey, after the crossing the river, they say, one of them said, wait, fast current, let's count if you're all there. He says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How can it be? 9, we were 10. He counts again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is he doing? He's obviously not counting himself. He's forgotten. Who's this himself? Is the self. Is the self is being ignored. Is the consciousness is being ignored. All you're counting is the body and the objects. Because everything that you experience is an object which is out there. So now what happens? The ignorance causes confusion and vikshepa, suffering. And one more guy says, you don't know how to count, let me count. He counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yes, you're right. Oh my God, my 10th friend is drowned, he is dead. And they all sit down and start howling. A wise teacher, guru comes. And he says, don't suffer. Your 10th guy, what's your problem? He said, our 10th guy is dead. He says, no, he's not dead, he's there. They said, we have counted, he's not there, sir. He said, count again. He said, sir, we have just counted. He said, try again. Humor me. So he counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the guru holds his hand and puts it on his chest and says, you are the 10th one. Dasamatvasi. That self is there and it's within you. It's not out there. So the 10th guy is not gone. Why was he objecting? He was searching for the 10th guy also out there. Why? We are searching for successes out there. Success. Harvard, Stanford, NYU, great business, great country, great dollars, great... Everything is out there. But the great achievements are all in here. And with an ability, with that power from self within, with the awareness, consciousness, Go over all your difficulties, all your challenges. Face them. Why a challenge? Why a difficulties? You know something? Punarjanam. Again and again, in most of the religion, talked about rebirth. Supposing you have been a king in this life, richness, no shortage. Your soul itself, as per the theory laid down by Vivekananda, as per Vedanta, Vivekananda is explaining it. He says your soul itself will choose to elevate that mind which the soul is powering, mind, brain and senses, to purify your mind. Will choose itself maybe to be born as a beggar's house, poor house. Who will choose? The soul. Why? Because it wants to elevate the mind. Soul is pure. Soul cannot be touched. There is no impurity. Like the sunlight, closest tiny example, metaphor. It's sunlight falls on dirty something. You've heard it again and again from me. Keep remembering it. Dirty something on the road, sunlight doesn't become dirty. It falls on holy river, Prayag water, Ganga water. It doesn't become holy. Nor does it become drunk or stained with alcohol if it falls on alcohol. Sunlight is ever pure. So is your soul yourself, and with infinite potential. So what happens when you become aware? Your mind gets purified. It realizes, I am not this. Aham Brahmasmi. Not realizing it, but I am the Brahma. So what happens with that? It focuses on tremendous willpower, generates within it like a fire. I can do it. And whenever it keeps falling, it falling down is an invitation for him success to run. He knows, if I keep falling down but keep practicing, I will run better and faster. Tell me one guy in the world who has not faced challenges or difficulties or financial or relationship problem, but they've gone over them. Leo Tolstoy, terrible life, but became a great writer. They all have passed through those challenges. Your success is becoming aware of that. Those 10th guy, what happened? They realized that success is within, and that is the self. Yes, I use the world outside. Swami Vivekananda is saying, appropriate to mention. He said, those who run up to the Himalaya to realize God and sit down and meditate in the cave, they have missed the boat. They will go down and meditate for God and die over there. So they missed the boat. And he says, those who plunge in headlong into this samsara, into this family life, plunge in headlong and try to be successful in that. He said, they too have missed the boat. So what is the boat then? He said, divinize your life. Divinize, purify. Number one, don't tell lies even in a joke. Number two, know that self, that Atman, that consciousness, that Chit is within me. I need to realize it. That is not Sthula Sharira, not Karana Sharira, not Sukshma Sharira, something else. And when you get aligned to it, you got a name, you're enlightened. And when you do that, what happens? Every success is so easy for you. So what is our journey? Journey of humanity is to purify ourselves, because we are Purnam. Purnamidam, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate. And that from Purna, when you take away Purna, From that consciousness, from that self, when you take away the self, self alone remains. There's only one consciousness in the world. So many names, so many gender, so many forms, so many bodies, so many things, inanimate and animate. Now with the last point, think of it. All life form, the plant, the animal, the human beings, has a beginning, which is birth, and has an end, which is death. But have you ever realized that ancient India is telling us that human beings are the only one who has no end? You would say, what do you mean? We are not going to die? Says, no. What's going to die is that body. That body is not you. That's your application. That's like the mobile. That's like the computer. You just change it, just like your clothes. You just change it. So what happens with this uniform? The awareness of the knowledge. All you do, take care of that body, take care of the mind, purify the body, purify the mind, purify the other people. So, what is the way? First, have faith and knowledge and wisdom about you. That awareness, Chaitana, consciousness, awareness. 2, don't tell lies even in a joke. And 3, very simple, not complicated, action plan. Every day, at one time, just take it up. And you know something, what will happen? In 12 years' time, as it is laid down, and Vivekananda kept mentioning it many places, if you maintain 12 years without telling a lie, whatever you speak with your mouth, this consciousness, Ishvara, God Himself, will come and make it happen. And that consciousness, as per Taittiriya Upanishad, is Ishvara and within you. And not only within you, there is only one consciousness in the entire universe. All your brothers, sisters, friends, everybody, everything has one consciousness. So this is why I call Ekam Advaitam. Only one. One alone. Bahuda Vidanti. We call it by many names. The moment we give names and objectify them. So it is the subject. So there is an inference. When you see smoke, you know there is fire. Why? Because you sit in the kitchen. Or you drive to Mumbai, you see the fire at night in the hills. And you don't see the fire at night, but daytime, you see smoke there. By looking at the smoke, you know there is fire. So you infer. You infer by being able to look outside that my eyes are working okay. If it is not looking very clear, you know my eyes need some attention. You infer that you have eyes because you can see. How come? How come, my question to you today, dear devotees, we do not infer that everything that you do, you take care, you love, you have fun or eat or sleep or learn is powered by consciousness. But by looking at them like the smoke and the fire, you don't infer it is because of me, which is the consciousness, which is the Chaitana. And the moment you do that, Vedantic definition is you are enlightened. Jai Guru. Welcome to the Vedanta session.